Leverage Pro. Just wanted to give you another update. I wanted to post this actually yesterday, just did not have enough time. Ironically, we've gotten a little bit busy. Can't really tell you why. Rates obviously are higher than they were a year ago, year over year. But we follow Barry Habib and MBS Highway, which is one of our favorite subscriptions that we have had for decades now. Have been very fortunate enough to even meet Barry a few times, and I just think he provides the best information. And so he even used the song, which I will include in this link here, which shows you how out of touch a lot of the people in those positions are at these banks, like Janet Yellen. And so he uses the song Hall & Oates, Out of Touch, which is awesome. Because basically all these banks that you're seeing now that are going to be shutting down or having issues or problems, this just means that big banks are going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And the Fed has already been, raising rates, obviously, since last March. And they're going to continue that for a little while. So I think you're going to see it get a little rougher for the next few months. Again, we have no crystal ball here, nor do we pretend to be able to predict the future. What we can go off of is what's happened in the past. And I just want to point out a few things here. I'm going to show some slides in the back, but one of the things I wanted to show was, the banking crisis, if you want to call it that, is, if you have depository at a depository institution, FDIC, and you have $250,000 or less in that account, you should be safe. But there is one point here I want to note, which is there are about $17 trillion, according to some of the data that we've seen here, inside of banks, and only about 10 of it is uninsured. So the other 7 trillion insured, I don't know what that means, but again, I think what that means is that Janet Yellen is going to be going eeny, meeny, miny, mo, deciding who's going to get to keep their money if push comes to shove. But let's face it, if we all made a run on the bank, it would completely debacle the entire banking system. That's how banks have made money. You give them $10 million, they lend out $100 million. That's how we've been able to create wealth in this country. So at any rate, I'm going to show a few things in the background, and we'd love to help you out if you're still interested in looking for property. I think it is still a good time to buy, depending on when you think that bottom is going to occur. But once it turns and rates start decreasing, you will see prices increase dramatically. I think the tech areas are going to be suffering the most, such as San Francisco, Seattle, even maybe a little bit. But again, demand is pretty high, so we'll see. Take care.